Welcome to What is the Point of Mathematics, version 11. And my name is Professor Nira Chamberlain. I'm the president of the Mathematical Association. And this is my first vlog where I'm actually off-site. So we have a wonderful guest for you today. And would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Ayan Farah. I am the Director of Maths at Aston University Engineering Academy and essentially a maths teacher and lover of mathematics.
A lover of mathematics. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We like lovers of mathematics. So here comes the question to you. What is the point of mathematics?
Point of maths is to explore, to solve problems, to gain logic and order. It just makes sense. The point of maths is to explore and to solve problems.
Is to explore and to solve problems. So we do have, let's say, some people find it challenging because I don't know whether it's some of maybe your students, maybe some of your parents that would say, so what is the, I will never use this subject ever again, whatever I'm going to do. So how would you actually tackle that if a parent comes up to you and saying, when would we use this subject ever again?
We get this question all the time, right? As teachers, we get this question all the time. When are we going to use simultaneous equations? When this, when that? And it's proving the contextualization of maths that shows that maths is actually in your everyday life. If you want to go on holiday and you need to calculate the exchange rates, you need maths. If you want to go to the shops and calculate how much change you have, you need maths. If you want to have a look at even the times of which you're going to take your train, arrive, take the next train, even the logic and order in being able to organize yourself requires mathematics. So maths comes up in everyday use. And I think sometimes we overlook it. But when we highlight it to the areas of maths that they find interesting in terms of games, PlayStation, Fortnite, etc., and the maths involved in computer gamings and all of the things they enjoy, they realize that actually it's everywhere.
Mathematics is everywhere. So, so would you say that mathematics is very much, how would mathematics change? Would people, let's say, need mathematics in the future more than they needed in the past? What is your views on that?
I think that maths is always going to be used, but the levels in which we use them as time goes on will increase. And I think also the stages in which we use them as well. Also, the extent to which we use them, the depth in which we use them will increase as time goes on. I think as the curriculum changes, looking at this from a teacher perspective, the content moves down from degree level into A level, into GCSE, into Key Stage 3, into primary. As time goes on, as our environments get more challenging, but also more technologically based, the use of mathematics and also the threshold for the normal amount of maths that we would use actually increases. And I think that will continue to happen as time goes on, especially with the introduction of AI, ChatGPT, and all the rest of it. I think that the amount of maths that we use and we're able to understand as everyday people will increase. And then government mandated education and, the mandatory, not mandatory will change that as well. So I think that as time goes on, maths will continue to be used. And I think actually at greater depth in lower levels.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so here comes the question. Now, earlier this year, our United Kingdom Prime Minister says that mathematics should be compulsory to everybody up to the age of 18. What is your view on this?
Yes. That's the short answer. Absolutely, yes. I think that there are courses out there at the moment. Obviously, the government level 3 core maths is a course that they introduced some years ago, and it's successful. It teaches students about, mortgage rates, student finance, tax, income tax, and the applications of real life mathematics they will have to be able to apply in the real world. And I think that courses like that are helpful because when I'm teaching students those topics in particular, they can't seem to understand at first instance that the salary that you see advertised is not the salary divided by 12 that will arrive in your bank account, and there are deductions taken from that. And I think that them being aware of that and understanding that at a young age allows them then to make wiser decisions when they then go off to university. They have to live alone. They have to take into consideration the financial matter of them now having to budget, them now having to you know, financially look after themselves, but also the ability to be able to problem solve. And the core maths course that I'm quoting also allows them to look at stuff like Gantt charts and look at big scale projects and break them up into smaller sections. So the notion of people being able to study maths until the age of 18, I think, is not only, you know, one that gives them an advantage amongst competitors in other countries, but we already know that many countries make that mandatory already. In many countries, you know, the learning of mathematics is mandatory to the age of 18. And I think to an extent we might be behind a little bit, but making it compulsory will definitely help, but also changes the negative connotations that can sometimes come towards maths. I can't do maths is too hard. If it's mandatory, you have to get with the program. And then it's a challenge for us as teachers to increase their love of learning and the attraction towards mathematics, because now we know that we have to keep them engaged for a much longer period of time. I think that students studying maths to the age of 18 is wonderful, is beautiful, is necessary, but what they're studying and what parts of maths they're studying is what will be the make or break.
So you heard it here on Vlog 11. What is the point of mathematics? Mathematics is beautiful, it is necessary, it is powerful, and it is needed, and it's mandatory. Thank you, Ayan Farah, for that wonderful quote. It's done. Thank you for being interviewed.